we are actually seeing the preview. Wow, this is not the best possible layout for this particular email. We are at least seeing something that is working. Muse Glimmer is the latest open weight model by Meta AI. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the original GGF version of the model. I'm going to be downloading that, and I'm going to be using the speculative decoder with this model in order to run everything locally on my M5 Pro machine. I'm going to be using the llama.cpp server in order to connect it to the Hermes agent that we're going to be setting up together. And we're going to test and see whether or not the Hermes agent is actually going to get an improvement over the baseline Muse Glimmer model, and are we going to get much better responses and agentic work and agentic coding out of this model. Hello everyone, my name is Venerin. Let's test Muse Glimmer with Hermes Agent. The first thing that we're going to do is to download and run the Muse Glimmer model using the official GGF files from Meta, and in here they have a very nice guide on how to do that, and I'm going to be using the 17 gigabytes Qwen, which is the model that fits within 24 gigabytes of VRAM, and I'm also going to be using the D-Flash drafter for speculative decoding, which presumably is going to increase the output speed or the tokens per second that we're going to get. Then here they have a very nice guide on how to download the latest version of llama.cpp, how to build it for your particular machine, how to download the model itself, and how to run the server. Let me show you my actual parameters that I'm going to be using for running the model. This is the command that I'm going to be using. The model has been downloaded to the Muse Glimmer 30B GGF file, and the folder inside you can find the GGF file, the project Qwen GGF, and the actual drafter for this one. And I'm going to be also specifying a Jinja template spec for being a D-Flash speculative decoder, and I'm going to be putting the decoder on all of the unified memory with the default temperature, top P, top K, and I'm going to be preserving the reasoning. So after each iteration, the model is going to preserve both the thinking and the responses. This should load the model into memory and will allow you to access it. The Hermes agent webpage allows you to get a look at how to quickly set up the agent itself and how to install the actual implementation. We're going to be using the CLI version of this one. So the default version is using a bash script, but I'm going to be using Brew in order to install it on my Mac machine. And later we're going to be doing the setup together. To do the installation, I'm going to be using Brew install Hermes agent, and this will install the Hermes agent library along with the required dependencies. I'm just going to be pressing yes, and this will go ahead and do the actual setup for us. If you want to learn how to be a great AI engineer, go and subscribe to my AI Engineering Academy ML Expert. There, you're going to learn how to set up your local environment, how to call a local LLM. Then you're going to build a real-world chatbot application, a RAG system working with real-world documents, and a complete AI agentic system using a custom AI agent harness. All of those you're going to be learning then how to deploy to production and monitor them. So if you want to become a better AI engineer, go and subscribe to ML Expert Pro. Thank you. With the Hermes agent installed, then I'm going to be start the setup process. Hermes setup will do that for us. Here I'm going to be doing a full setup together. And for the provider of the actual model, we're going to be using a custom API. In our case, this is going to be the URL to the llama.cpp server, and I'm going to be placing in the local host endpoint, which is provided here, and I'm going to be appending v1 at the end. I don't need a key since we're running this locally, and I'm going to be using URL heuristics in order to detect the actual endpoint. Okay, it has recognized the model that we are going to be using, Muse Glimmer 30B. And after this is selected, the context length also is going to be automatically detected. I am going to be using Muse Glimmer 30B as a display name. I'm going to be using this to be running locally on my machine. Feel free to change that. If you want your Hermes agent to be integrated with some external chat or email system, you can do that here. In my case, I usually start with just a local environment running in my own terminal. So for that, I'm going to be just skipping that part. pressing enter. And then here you need to specify a couple of endpoints and integrations that you want your model and agent to work with. In my case, I'm going to be pressing on the web search, the browser automation, the terminal process, file operations, code executions. All of that are going to be essentially kept in. I don't want any image generation, any video generation. I don't want, as of now, text to speech. You might configure this on your own. Session search, I'm going to be leaving on. Qualifying questions, task delegation, all of those I'm going to be putting back in, but the computer use, I'm going to be skipping on that. So after I select those, I'm going to be using a local browser in order to automate the tasks that our AI agent from Hermes is going to be using. And for a search provider, here you have a list of many of those. I'm going to be using Tavili since I have an API key for that. But if you want to be using something else, go ahead and do that. I'm in no way, shape, or form sponsored by Tavili, and use whatever you want to do. Once you're ready, you can just type in Hermes in order to start the chat with your agent. And here on the bottom, you should see the actual model that you have selected in order to work with that. The first thing that I'm going to do is change the skin. I'm going to be using a slate skin for this one. So this is going to change a bit the actual UI of the Hermes agent. Our first and test prompt is going to be gathering information about Qwen 3.8. This is definitely not something in the training data of the Muse Glimmer model. And we are going to see that this model is going to be able to work with the Hermes agent, and hopefully it is going to do some finding for us and work with the internet and search codes that are available as tools. This task took about 6 minutes to complete, and it has used about 42k tokens. And let's see the final report. So it is relatively lengthy. 3.8 is Alibaba's Qwen Max flagship generation model, announced and officially launched on August 3rd. Okay, the family is built on the Qwen 3.5. So technical profile that's confirmed, 0.4 trillion parameters. Okay, so this is correct. Context metadata lists about 1 million tokens as input and 128 as output. Okay, so this is available as a preview. Open weight plots. Alibaba stated on launch that they will be releasing open weights on Hugging Face. Today we're officially releasing the most capable. Okay, so it is citing some of the information. The family announced alongside the Qwen Max is 3.827 billion. Okay, this is again correct. And we also have some citations right here. Let's try, for example, this one. 3.8 max preview, the size of the model with the context and the output. Not really sure if this is AI generated. Okay, so this is the 2.4 trillion parameter as an AI generated swap web page. But other than that, the actual information here should be relatively solid. The more interesting part for me was how the model was able to come up with this technical report. So it started with some reasoning and then it was preparing some web searches, but unfortunately it wasn't able to do that during the OpenAI compatible API calls. Not really sure what was happening there. And it wasn't able to do that even on the second attempt. So the model and the harness or the Hermes agent have decided to use from Hermes tool web search. So it is using a workaround, which is something quite good for such a small model that is running completely locally. Then it has used the web extract tool. It has fetched Qwen.ai. And it has essentially the same thing for a couple of more sources. And then it has provided the actual output for the report as we have seen it. So a very good job from an open model running entirely locally. I tried to recreate the newsletter very simple SaaS application that I have done into the previous video, which essentially failed spectacularly when I was using that in OpenCode. So here within this new Hermes agent harness, let's see what is going to be the result. So the model has started with some reasoning, then it had looked into the folder, it saw that it is an empty directory that we're working inside, and it had continued with that. Then it started working with the requirements.txt. Unfortunately, it has decided that it is going to be using a somewhat archaic pip installation based on the Python project that it has created. Then it has created the actual Python code for us. So it was able to do the actual database initialization with the SQL and SQLite. Then it has created an index.html template for us and essentially continued with the actual template. It has created a Flask application. It has starting on port 5000, so it has chosen 5001. Not really sure what was that about. And then it has started with some tests. It found some bugs within the code, and it essentially has improved much of those. And then after it was done, again did another verification on top of the original one with a ad hoc verification script. It has done a bit more testing and hopefully bug fixing. And then at the end, after even some more bug fixing and testing, it was able to generate the actual application. This is the UI that was created by the Muse Glimmer along with Hermes Agent. The UI itself looks very similar to the one that we have seen into the open code sequence, but here at least it looks like that the actual buttons are working. Let's see if we're going to get to be able to create an email. Okay, so we're having a content with heading block. Welcome to mlexpert.io. Let's now add a paragraph. ML Expert is the best AI engineering academy there is. Okay, and we can add button, become a member, and a link probably. Okay, nice. Okay, so here on the right, we are actually seeing the preview. Wow, this is not the best possible layout for this particular email. We are at least seeing something that is working compared to the one that we had into OpenCode. Let's add a new subscriber, Baba Ginka. Her name, of course, is Ginka at ABG. And the tag is customer. Let's add it. Okay, so we have added Baba Ginka as a subscriber, which again is something that we haven't seen within the original OpenCode implementation. So using Muse Glimmer with Hermes Agent seems to be performing quite a bit better compared to OpenCode, at least on this particular task. After revisiting the Muse Glimmer setup into a Hermes Agent harness, I would say that this model has quite a bit an improvement compared to my previous evaluation that we did. Previously, we were just using some prompts and OpenCode, but in Hermes Agent, it seems like that the synergy between the model and the actual harness is going to be help you quite a bit better. This model was, after all, optimized for tool calling, so it is doing that pretty well. And the actual integration running on my local setup was able to provide me with something like 22 to 23 tokens per second running on my M5 Pro with 48 gigabytes of unified memory, thanks to the DFlash speculative decoding provided by Meta. Hopefully this model is going to get much more improvements, and in further versions we're going to be getting even better model. Since we are waiting for Qwen 3.8 27 billion parameter version of the model to drop very soon, I'm going to be very interested in seeing whether or not the new Qwen model is going to be performing much better compared to this Muse Glimmer model. Thank you for watching, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, join the Discord channel that I'm going to link down into the description of this video. And if you want to become a great AI engineer, go and subscribe to my AI Engineering Academy on mlexpert.io. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.